Today on Clock Africa, we're diving into two intense and emotionally charged stories currently shaking up social media and beyond. Starting with a disturbing situation involving Skai Jackson, a young mother who has officially filed a restraining order against her child's father, Yerky, following a series of deeply troubling and violent incidents that have reportedly included being held at knife point, suffering regular physical abuse on a near-weekly basis, and enduring emotional torment with their baby boy Cassie, who is said to be just 6 months old, caught in the middle of it all. And as more people become aware of this case, many are expressing concern not just for Skai's safety, but also for how young and vulnerable she might be in a relationship marked by instability, violence, and fear. Especially considering Yerky's repeated stints behind bars and his alarming reaction during a recent Facebook Live session where he lashed out at viewers who questioned him about the abuse allegations, reinforcing a narrative of volatility that seems to follow him wherever he goes. And while Skai has faced criticism online, some blaming her for choosing to be with someone who has such a dangerous and chaotic track record, it's crucial to remember that abusive dynamics often begin subtly and grow over time, especially for young women who may lack the experience or support systems needed to recognize and escape from toxic partners early on. And the fact that Skai felt compelled to involve the legal system and request a court-ordered 100-yard separation speaks volumes about the seriousness of the threat she perceives. A move that, although necessary, brings its own emotional weight and complications when a child is involved, raising questions about how society can better protect vulnerable families, ensure justice is served, and offer real resources to those suffering silently behind closed doors. And meanwhile, Yerky's aggressive online behavior, combined with his criminal record, paints a disturbing picture of someone who may pose ongoing danger, not just to Skai, but potentially to anyone in his orbit, furthering the conversation around how digital platforms are becoming both outlets for volatile individuals and evidence of their conduct, often blurring the line between documentation and drama. And in the midst of all this, Skai's supporters are urging compassion, understanding, and concrete action to ensure her safety and well-being as she navigates an incredibly difficult chapter of her life, while also trying to care for an infant and rebuild a sense of stability in an environment clearly lacking it. And turning to our second major story, rapper Tory Lanez has reportedly survived a horrifying attack behind bars after being stabbed an astounding 14 times by another inmate, Santino Casio, a man serving a life sentence for multiple violent crimes. And while the exact motive behind the stabbing hasn't been made clear, it's believed that Casio's actions have completely erased any hope he might have had for parole in the future, solidifying his permanent place within the prison system. And yet, despite the brutal nature of the attack, which left many stunned and speculating about Tory's fate, surveillance footage leaked shortly afterward appeared to show the artist surviving the ordeal, even walking away from the scene, visibly injured but alive, sparking discussions across social media about prison conditions, internal security lapses, and the hidden dangers that even high-profile inmates face daily. And although the footage cannot be shared directly due to platform restrictions, it's been circulating widely through external links, drawing sharp attention to the reality that life inside correctional facilities remains as dangerous and unpredictable as ever. And for someone like Tory Lanez, whose case had already drawn national attention, this incident has only intensified the spotlight, prompting debates about whether enough is being done to protect incarcerated individuals from each other, especially in high-stakes environments where tensions run high and rehabilitation often takes a back seat to survival. And while some critics argue that violence is an expected part of prison life, others insist that systemic reform is needed to address the root causes of such attacks. and to reevaluate how inmates are grouped, managed, and protected from each other in facilities that are often understaffed, overcrowded, and rife with internal politics. And all of this comes amid ongoing questions about Tory Lanez's legal journey, public image, and what this attack could mean for his physical and mental health going forward. And after tackling these two heavy and deeply unsettling reports, the latter portion of the stream offered viewers a chance to decompress, with the host taking a more relaxed and personable approach during a casual live stream segment where topics shifted from updates about a cousin pursuing an acting career to fun, lighthearted exchanges with fans in the chat. And while some viewers dropped questions about the day's headlines, others simply wanted to vibe, share experiences, or discuss everyday life, reminding us that digital platforms aren't just spaces for breaking news or serious debate, but also for building real-time communities, offering moments of levity, connection, and solidarity, even in the middle of a chaotic news cycle. And the host opened up about dealing with the cold weather and the isolating feeling of being stuck in rural areas without much to do, prompting a flood of comments from viewers who could relate or wanted to offer support and suggestions, turning what could have been a simple live stream into an interactive, communal experience that shows the evolving power of content creators to blend hard-hitting journalism with everyday humanity. And in reflecting on everything shared in today's segment, from Skai Jackson's struggle for safety and legal protection to the brutal prison attack on Tory Lanez, and finally to the slice of life live stream that brought viewers closer to the host's world, it's clear that the digital landscape continues to serve as both a mirror and a megaphone for the challenges, dangers, and connections that define modern life. And as we continue to follow these stories and bring more conversations to the table. Now, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification. I'll see you in the next video.